What's up, everyone? Jim Jam here, back again with this gorgeous man, Greg Bennett. He also is the one that created the intro that you heard before this, which is phenomenal. Probably the best intro in any podcast ever.
All of the internet.
Yeah, all the internet. Fuck Joe Rogan's intro. It's better than that.
Yeah.
All his is a noise.
Yeah.
Mine has singing, talk about ghosts and Bigfoot and ghost tit. No, demon tits. What was it?
I think there's some demon tits in there, yeah.
Yeah. But what you been doing, man?
Creatively, not anything in particular. Just, playing around mostly.
Well, hell yeah. Well, if you wanna do, hey, I can send you stuff your way if you wanna be creative. Mainly writing.
Yeah, I have been, I tried to pump out some reviews here and there. I've been slacking on doing the metal reviews. I do have the short story I'm working on, for your guys' next book.
Hell yeah, that's gonna be. By the way, if you haven't, I don't have the actual book because I sold it to Greg, but actually he might have it right here where you can buy the first one, Whispers in the Walls, on Amazon, but it's linked in the bio. And Greg will have his story in the next, I guess, series of this book, which it won't be called Whispers in the Walls, but I don't know what it'll be called yet. But it's a cryptid short stories. Was you making up your own cryptid, or was that Craig?
Yeah, not me. I'm going with something a little more traditional to the area.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think one of the writers is going to write an original. He's making up his own cryptid, so yeah. That's one thing I do when I want something done, or yeah, I let them have full creative control. I'm not going to be the WWE. I'm not.
No McMahon in it, huh?
I would like to have McMahon's money.
That guy kills me. He just kills me.
Greg, we'd be making all kinds of crazy movies if I had the McMahon money.
Well, you just rip off enough people, you'll get there.
Man, think about all the crazy shit we could do being a billionaires.
We probably wouldn't live very long.
No, we wouldn't have that much money very long.
No. It's a good thing that I'm not rich. I'm pretty sure there's a reason I don't have that much money.
Probably me too, because I would just, especially when I meditate with my Delta 8 vape pen, I get pretty stupid. And I come up with some crazy ideas. And I think I had come up with one last night. Did I send it to you? About the Jewish vampires?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was high when I sent that.
Okay, yeah.
So I come up with some crazy shit when I'm under the influence of, I guess it would be somewhat of a marijuana, I guess. But you could buy this at gas stations, is what's crazy.
Well, look, we're gonna discuss something real quick because I think you must have been high when you sent me this thing about these Lay's potato chips, and it is straight up ruined my week. Like I'm legit mad about it.
I actually want to find them and try them, but
no,
you, on the other hand, I probably couldn't get you to try them, right?
Man, look, dude, it's just lazy. Like, look, I'll give everybody some background about what we're talking about. So, JimJamHere sent me this article that Lay's potato chips is coming out with a Cool Ranch Dorito, a Funyun, and Cheetos flavored potato chips.
There you go, right there.
That is the most stupid shit I've ever seen in my life. And I tell Jim Jam this, and he says, no, Greg, it's about texture. It's about the texture. Dude, who the fuck wants a Lay's potato chip texture? Like Doritos, Cheetos, and Funyuns are about texture. They all have unique texture.
Yeah.
And you're just going to put that shit on a regular busted ass potato chip and try to pass it off as something new. That's lazy. Lazy shit, Frito Lay. Lazy shit. Come on, man.
I want to see what it's like to have a regular potato chip with Cool Ranch powder on it. I'm gonna find them one day, and I'm gonna try it.
It's gonna taste like the worst Dorito you've ever ate.
This Dorito don't taste the same.
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna be like, man, I wish it had the texture of a fucking Dorito. Like that's what you're gonna think.
I wonder why they didn't go with nacho cheese instead of went with Cool Ranch.
I mean, at this, like, I'm having a hard enough time wrapping my head around the concept, let alone why they picked what flavors they picked. Like, I'm just
Off the top of your head, what would be your favorite? No chip like this. This is out of the ordinary for sure, but like one of the flavors that Lay's has come out with. Like they have chicken and waffle ones, and all kinds of different ones.
I want to try the Nashville hot chicken.
As long as it ain't too spicy, because I'm not a fan of spiciness. Because I don't want to sweat while I eat. I sweat enough as it is, so I don't want to be eating and start sweating.
I like my food to hurt.
Oh, well, damn! Sounds like that's gonna hurt in and out.
Dude, hot chicken. I didn't even know hot chicken existed until I moved to Tennessee, and like I've just been addicted ever since.
I've never tried Nashville hot chicken. Is it very spicy?
Dude, it's death spice.
See, that just don't sound appealing to me at all.
No, man, it's brutal. It's so brutal.
Myself, I mean, like, I want to enjoy my food. I don't want to be hurting from my food unless I overeat.
It depends on where you get it from, really.
What about Hattie? Is Hattie B's? Is it watered down?
Yeah, that's mediocre shit.
So, what are you talking about, Prince's?
That's it right there.
The original right there. That's
OG, all that matters. You gotta wait in line in the hood. They've got armed security, right? Like,
is there still a hood in Nashville? Every time I drive through,
I think that little strip mall where Prince's is, like, that's going to be the last remaining hood right off Dickerson Road there. That little strip mall.
Damn, it's on Dickerson Road, huh? You can get you some hot chicken and a prostitute.
Yeah, so let's talk about that real quick.
Which one?
So let's talk about the prostitute thing.
Oh,
so when I moved here, I remember hearing all this stuff about prostitutes on Dickerson Road, right? And I told someone at work one day, I said, man, look, I'm up and down Dickerson Road all day, like driving to work and everything. I have never seen one prostitute. All I see is these like scary crackhead looking chicks with no teeth. And they said, Greg, those are the prostitutes. And I realized that Pretty Woman probably completely ruined me about what I think a prostitute is.
So your expectations are like top level tier, like Las Vegas prostitutes.
You know, I had the image. They like have the little dress on. They come up to the car. They're like, "Hey, baby, what you doing tonight?"
They will do this too, but they will come up looking like an 80-year-old woman that got her fucking mouth punched. And she's really 25 years old, but she just looks like she's 80 because the meth has completely ate her from the inside out.
I only got approached once in my car, and
was it terrible?
So I had my son in the back seat, and at the time I had a pig. I had a little potbelly pig, and the pig was in the passenger seat.
Wow. Okay, I'm hoping your son was just too young to ride in the front.
Right, he was in a child seat.
Okay.
Yeah, the pig didn't get the privilege over him. No. So I pulled in. I forget what I got lost or something. I pulled into a Subway again right off Dickerson, and this woman came up to the car, and I knew what was happening at that point because I'd already had the conversation, and I just looked at her and I said, "How much for the pig?" And that was it for the conversation. She said like, "What the fuck?" or something, and she just like, I was gone. So I mean, it seems
What'd
like
she
the
look?
most.
What'd she look like?
I mean, let's just say if it had went down, the pig probably wouldn't have been happy about it.
Damn, even the pig would have got pissed.
Pig, pig would have been
Damn, even the pig has higher standards than a meth head.
dude. It was a pretty pig. She was a pretty pig.
Damn. Well, here's a story for you. So I'm on the way home, and I get a call from my wife, and my kids are in the car, and they're all three laughing their asses off. So apparently there was a well, we can't say high speed chase, but there was a cop chase, I guess you'd say. Some guy on a motorcycle, a low rider, like it looked like one of them choppers, I guess is what they were saying. Had like a half helmet on or whatever. He was going the speed limit, but he had six cops following him. And
Okay.
they said they turned into a this apartment complex right up the road from us, and they blocked the way to get out. So he drove through the grass. So he obviously knew that he was being chased.
Yeah.
So my son didn't see this, so he told my wife. He said, "Turn around, I want to see this." They turn around, and then they see the cops have him in box between their cars, and he's just cruising down the street going 40 miles an hour, not trying to get away. He's just cruising. And she said it looked like he was getting an escort.
Yeah.
He's just cruising away, not speeding at all. I guess there's one thing they can say that he wasn't speeding. They can get him for evading arrest or whatever. But I wonder what he was not pulling over for.
I mean, eh, yeah. I mean, he obviously knew he was going to fight any speeding charge they were going to drop on him on top of everything.
Soon as he walks in the court, he said, "I was not speeding.
Yeah.
Can't get me for that." But yeah, I wish I would have saw that. I wish they would have took a picture because that would have been truly epic right there. A low speed chase.
Yeah. On motorcycle, even.
I wonder how long he was able to evade them. All one of the cops had to do was open their door and hit just boom, be done.
That'd be it.
Yeah, they could just reach out their window and hit his kill switch. Boop.
Yeah. You
But
know,
yeah,
they must have not have had anything better to do. They were just going to play that one out.
it's Manchester police. They were probably excited as fuck. They was like, man, they was probably recording this shit, sending it to their families, laughing their asses off. Bet they were having a blast. But yeah, so that was pretty interesting. I wish, like I said, I wish I would have got to witness that because I would have definitely been recording that for sure.
Yeah.
And World Star. But
I hope he got away.
I'm sure it'll be on something. I'm gonna see if scroll through Facebook and see if any people around me has posted anything about it yet. Because surely there was people just. Oh, I did come across this awesome picture.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's sorry, it's getting dark in here. So that's my dad in 1975.
No, Greg, tell the truth. You're a time traveler.
Yeah, yeah. It is kind of scary. Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy though. Y'all look like y'all could be twins though.
Yeah. He can't deny it. I mean, you know.
You come out and he's like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
Guess I can't deny this one. Oh man.
He hasn't denied it for 40 years, so I guess he's okay with it.
I guess he's grown attached to you over these 40 years, or however.
Maybe
Yeah.
Look, I tested that a few times for sure.
I'm sure all kids test. They
Yeah.
test quite a bit, and my two, my daughter more so. She is a wild one. She's a cosplayer, so that might say something about it. Um, but so you said you wasn't working on too much right now, just chilling.
Yeah, I mean, I play around with stuff every day and try to, get some ideas and, musically, if I'm playing around and anything kind of sounds cool, I'll lay it down and get back to it later. And, just trying not to force anything right now. I don't have anything, uh, like musically really in the works right now. So just kind of taking it easy for a minute.
Hell yeah, that's always good. Hell, unfortunately, I'm working 6/12s. Terrible.
Mm. Yeah, the day job has been it's been busy. Been doing lots of that work, but you know, it's cool. I enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, I wish I could say I enjoy my job, but 12 hours is hard to enjoy anything. But hey, Johnny sent me a trailer. He's probably gonna kill me for talking about this on here, but oh well. It's called Lamb. So apparently, I'll go ahead and send you the link, and you can watch it later or something. But apparently, this guy is a lamb farmer, and I guess he got lonely one night, if you know what I mean. Well, this lamb ends up having a fucking half human, half lamb kid. So yeah, that's me sending the trailer. But how do you think that movie would turn out? It looks like a high production movie. Someone was high when they come up with this concept, obviously, or someone has a fantasy of fucking a sheep.
I mean, dude, who even knows anymore? It could be horrible and it could be, movie of the year. I gave up trying to figure it out.
Ooh, let's see. I don't know. Was we recording when we talked about this? The vampire Jews. I don't
Yeah,
think we
yeah,
were.
yeah. You talked about being high and sending me the text
So yeah,
about the idea.
I don't know what I was watching that sparked this, but vampire Jews. Oh, my wife I think they got kind of offended because they was watching some show and it was vampires, I believe, and the whole compound or whatever where the vampires were or whatever it was, someone blew it up, and I was like, that looks like a concentration camp.
Well, remember though, like I said, that's an old myth too. Like that's not a idea that hasn't been discussed
So
before in very anti-Semitic circles.
yeah, yeah, I'm sure people would frown upon that, but and my wife kind of looked at me like, that's kind of fucked up, and I'm like, well, it's just what it reminded me of. No big deal. It
Yeah,
reminded me
I
of.
don't think I just don't think you're allowed to make any movies like that for at least the next 10 years or until everyone grows up and calms down.
But that's been a long time ago, so it should be okay.
Look, man, I'm so confused about the state of the movie world today. I watched Fear Street, on Netflix because everyone's
Yeah,
jobbing.
man, yeah. I saw a scene from the 1666 one, and I don't think R.L. Stein wrote a lesbian story, did he?
I have no idea. I didn't even watch the last one, but look, maybe I'm getting old, right? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. But I'm struggling with this. Maybe you can help me out. I think back on Friday the 13th, right? How much I love those movies and how much sex was a part of those movies
Yeah,
and boobs. There's boobs all over those movies. But it's like we knew that those people were older, right? Now, this Fear Street, Like these kids are like 14 or something, and they're like graphic sex scenes. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't believe R.L. Stein wrote that, did he? That's what I'm
I,
thinking. It's supposed to, the Fear Street was supposed to be like the teenage version
yeah,
for the people that I guess read Goosebumps and grew up. So he wanted to write stories for them. Is what
yeah,
because I never really read the Fear Street. I think I just went from Goosebumps and just quit reading altogether. But but yeah, I saw a scene somewhere of one of the girls going down on another girl. It was a
yeah,
1666 episode or whatever, and I'm like, I don't remember this. I don't know if R.L. Stein would be writing about teenage girls going down on each other.
yeah.
So
Well, I mean, I did see somewhere where he said people that have like read the series or whatever might not enjoy the show because of how like graphic it gets on certain things. But
so I wonder what did he give his opinion?
well, here's my issue with this whole thing is that I don't see anybody talking about it anywhere. Like everybody's just so cool with it, or no one has pointed it out, or like I don't even understand it. So
Yeah.
behind you, let's take Tennessee Gothic for example, right? You got the amazing Jackie Kelly playing Sylvia, right?
Yes.
And she's obviously over 18. And it's kind of alluded to in the movie that, she might have escaped like a orphanage type thing, right? But you always, watching the movie, I feel like that she is an adult, right?
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh
just,
yeah.
you know,
Well,
and
what gives me the idea she's an adult is she's showing her boobs. So
well, but then that's where the Fear Street comes in because like these kids are like legit, like it's graphic, man. And I'm
let's
like,
see.
those kids, there's no way those kids are 18.
I'm gonna look up the age of some of them just to part. Which one did you watch? Part one or part two?
Man, I watched one and maybe half of two before I just gave
Okay.
up on the whole
So
thing.
we'll go. This girl was one of the girls that was going down on the other girl.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
It's safe. She was 92.
Yeah, I mean, she looks older in that
Mm.
picture.
Okay, so this blonde one, I don't. This she is 1998.
Yeah,
And then this one don't even have an age. Probably
what
ain't got
is
an age.
98? I don't even know if I can
Uh,
math that right now.
yeah, I'm just 98. So it's looking like they're all in the kind of. Some of them don't even have ages on their IMDb's. What the hell? Here, I'm gonna add that up real quick. 23.
23, huh?
So I kind of figure, more than likely the parents of an actual underage person would not allow their kid to be in a graphic sex scene, and I would
But
hope the directors wouldn't try to get an actual underage person to do that.
okay, but Netflix just got in trouble not too long ago
I what was that movie?
for I don't remember what the show was called.
Was it a horror? It was a horror story, wasn't it?
No, it was like a dance show or something. It's about dancing,
Oh,
and they
okay.
they were sexualizing underage girls, or is what they were accused of. I don't know. I didn't watch the show, right? But I know they lost a ton of subscriptions due to it. So I don't know, man. Like and like I said, maybe it's just me getting old. I just
Well,
thought it was gratuitous. Like I just thought it was, and that's part of it too, is that it didn't really need to be in the show. Like it didn't. I don't feel like it advanced the story at all.
it really don't. That's why like that, which I haven't seen the 1666 one or whatever, but I saw that scene and I don't know what led to it or what, but I don't see how that girl going down on the other girl. I'd have to watch the whole movie, till I can get the actual
See, now
why.
boobs were important in Friday the 13th, right? They were very important because
Always are.
Jason, the counselors were having sex while he drowned or whatever, so he goes and he kills them now. Like, it makes sense.
He's well, I guess he was too young to realize. He's probably died a virgin, so he don't know how great that would be feeling. Hmm. I guess I would be pissed too. Like, fucker, man, I wanted to get some of that. Maybe that's another reason he was pissed because that dude was porking his crush.
Well, I mean, he obviously he had it pretty bad for his mom. He was a mama's boy.
What are you saying?
I'm
You,
saying there might have been a little incestual lust.
huh?
Same with Michael
Man,
Myers. Like, what's that
especially
whole deal about?
especially the Rob Zombie version.
Well, I liked him. I know
You
I'm
look
not supposed to say that, but I liked him. I
well.
did not hate his re-envisioning. I didn't like the last Halloween,
Well,
the
of
one that
course, you got
everyone.
to see Danielle Harris completely naked. Who's gonna be mad about that?
I
For some reason, I thought she had big boobs. I don't know why I ever thought that. But then I saw that movie and like, she does not have big boobs at all.
Look, man, you can keep all the boobs. They don't need to be in the movie at all, as long as Michael Myers is this big hulking behemoth that
That
just
does
like
make it scarier, though. I think.
destroys everything.
I do think that does make it scarier because, like the originals and stuff, he's your average. Maybe that wouldn't, because of course the first one's really not scary. I think maybe if you're a kid, maybe, but but I might talk shit about the how Michael Myers or Halloween from Rob Zombie a little bit, but because I say it's the what was it? I call it trailer trash, Mama's Boy, but well, obviously he didn't grow up in a trailer. It was a regular house, but what would you call it? Not trailer trash, but white trash. There you go. The white trash, Mama's Boy is what Rob Zombie painted him to be.
Yeah, he got a little weird with the second one.
Yeah,
Second one went off the deep end.
and now he's doing the monsters, and of course his wife is in it.
As Herman Munster, because I'm sure he'll give her the starring role.
Oh my god, that would be fucking great. Have her in fucking huge ass stilts.
Dude, look,
With
man, fun fact, I just realized like last week that she wasn't the bassist in White Zombie. I always thought it was her. It's some other
dude,
chick with blonde curly hair.
right when you said that, I started thinking. I was like, I do recall a blonde woman, so I could see why you would think that.
I always thought they were the same person.
And if you ever look up her IMDb credits, only movie she's ever been in is all his movies.
Because
So
she can't. Who would hire her?
or maybe is Rob Zombie jealous and don't want no one else directing her, or is she a big crybaby and only Rob Zombie can handle her whiny ass?
All the above.
Because we
Like, yeah.
interviewed Bill Moseley a while back, and he was talking about the end scene of Devil's Rejects and how she was terrified to film that scene at the end where it's a above shot. Of course, I don't know if back then they had drones yet, so it was an actual
Right.
helicopter, and it was scaring her, so she didn't want to do it. So they only shot for a certain amount of time. So of course, Rob he caved into his old lady, but any movie she or any role she's ever been in, it's always the same. It feels like the same character, just a
Yeah.
different name. That annoying ass baby.
Right. I recently I finally caved and watched
Three from Hell.
Free from Hell. Yeah, and I mean the best part of that the whole movie for me is Richard Brake. Right, I like that guy.
Yeah, oh, 31, man. He was amazing.
Yeah. 31 was
We
31
act,
was pretty cool.
Me and Johnny and his brother, we actually bought tickets and went and seen that at a screening in Green Hills. And I was, and we got to, I thought it was gonna be like it said, you get to be a part of it or watch a Q&A, and I was kind of thinking, holy fuck, they're gonna like Skype call fucking Rob Zombie in, but it was a pre-recorded Q&A, and the where he come up with that, he had an idea for another movie, and he was on the phone with somebody, and he told him, I bet I can come up with an idea of a movie right just sitting here talking to you, and I can get it made before I killed this other one. And yeah, that's what happened. It's how
Yeah.
31 come about, which I really enjoyed 31, but 3 from Hell. So how would that come about? I've only watched it once, and we actually somehow we managed to get Pancho Moeller. You know who he is? He's the little guy that was in 31. He played the
Okay. Yeah.
Nazi, and he was also in 3 from Hell. But his people or his manager got us a screener from Lionsgate. So I called Johnny immediately because I didn't know how long. Because sometimes the bigger movie companies, the link only lasts a certain amount of time,
Hmm.
and or it only you can only watch it once or something. So I was afraid that was going to be the case. So I called up Johnny and said, "Man, we just got the 3 from Hell screener. You need to get over here right now." He said, "I'm fucking drunk." I said, "I'm on the way to get you." So I can't go and pick him up, and we sat while he's drunk as shit. So it probably was more enjoyable because he was drunk. But we sat in the old studio and watched 3 from Hell before anybody else did. There was probably quite a few other people that got to see it, but mainly the general public. We saw it 2 days before it come out.
So you were some of the first people to hate it.
Yeah, I was pretty upset. But I don't want to shit on it too bad because I understand, he had to completely change the script because Sid was so sick. And Sid and the script, I would just, it would be cool to be able to, like, not read because I hate reading, but someone read it to me. But read the script or the original script, how it was supposed to be if Sid was okay.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, I don't. That's why I said I don't really want to shit on it too bad because I understand he had to completely rewrite it and how are you gonna. And I think they already had a little bit of Sid filmed, and that's all they could get.
The issue I have with Devil's Rejects and Three from Hell is that, let me give you a little background. So back in the bootlegging movies days, someone had gave me a burnt copy of House of a Thousand Corpses. I had no desire to watch it because I hate Rob Zombie, right? Like his music, I can't stand it, right? It's that goth techno-y shit. I just can't do it. I was
Yeah.
never even a White Zombie fan. So it sat there collecting dust forever. And then there was a day where I was like, I don't know, I had the flu or something. I just said, fuck, I'm gonna throw it in. And I had to watch it in a computer. Like it was back then,
Oh
right? When
wow.
the CDR like burnt copy that would only play in a computer. And I
Wow.
remember about halfway through it, I stopped it and I called one of my buddies and I said, "You got to get over here and watch this movie. Like this, like it's legit amazing."
Yeah.
And a lot of it was just like the art style of it, and particularly the scene that always sticks out is when Bill Moseley, which Otis looked a whole lot fucking cooler and scarier in House of a Thousand Corpses with the big sideburns and the hat,
Yeah.
But the scene where he's going to shoot the sheriff and it does that really long crane shot, and like Rob Zombie like makes you like the anxiety
Yeah.
waiting for that gunshot, like you're just begging for it, like God, just pull the fucking trigger,
Yeah.
and every time you think he's going to do it, he doesn't. It just like drags out even longer until finally he shoots him, and it's like that is just a monster scene. Like it's just legendary. Like it's amazing in filmmaking standards, like how great that scene is to me. I put it up there with the the long, steady cam shot in Goodfellas,
Hmm.
where they're walking through the restaurant. That's one of the greatest shots in film history. Um, I mean, that's like Kubrick level shit. And then he never did anything like that again in any movie that he's done. Like, it's like after that, he just became a filmmaker, just a run of the mill, you know, like all this stuff just kind of looks the same now. Like, I don't know, man. Like, that's what just kills it for me.
Yeah, that is. After I watched House of a Thousand Corpses, I yeah that movie. I don't know why. For some reason, I thought that movie never went to theaters, and apparently we was interviewing Sid Haig, and he said it did go to theaters, but I'm sure it was a limited run. You know, it wasn't nothing big or nothing. Like I think Devil's Rejects got more of a bigger. It seems like the Devil's Rejects had a higher budget than.
Oh, for
Uh,
sure. I mean, House of a Thousand Corpses, I'm sure made plenty of money based off the budget,
yeah,
budget comparison. And I'm sure, they were ready to throw money at him to make a sequel. Um,
and
you
man,
know,
they. So did you like Devil's Rejects? Did you say you didn't care for it?
it has some qualities, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't, I mean, it pales in comparison to the first one, but I don't completely hate it. The whole like hotel part of the movie where they're like, wearing people's faces and shit, like that was all, that's some like good legit horror stuff.
Yeah. Trying to think of like the is the one of the iconic scenes I think is the when Bill Moseley has the two guys at the like the old chicken farm or whatever, and he was like, "I what was it? There is no God, but or something like I am the devil and I come to do the devil's work or some shit like that."
Yeah, yeah.
I actually got him to repeat that on the podcast. Oh, it
Nice.
was so cool. And then of
Dude,
course he recorded
he's
an
such a
intro
cool
for
guy.
us. We used an intro from him for the longest for the horror
Mm-hmm.
basement, and then he was like, "Lick my plate, dog, you dog dick," or whatever it was he says.
Yeah,
But
he's so great.
he was like, "You are in the horror basement with Jim Jam and Johnny," and then he goes into that, and I was like, "Any other time you'd have to pay a motherfucker to do that," but
Yeah,
I
for
guess
real.
I caught him off guard, and he was just like, so we interviewed him twice, but the second time we had like 15 minutes, and there was someone listening the whole time. And that was when they were doing press for Three from Hell. So
Uh,
We got Bill Moseley and Pancho Moeller. Of course, we're not going to get fucking Sherry. I'm sure Rob has to be around when that happens. I don't know. I don't even know if she does interviews because they probably gonna be like, "Why do you suck as an actress?"
well, I mean, I feel like she's she's probably so much like Baby in real life that
She's, so, so she ain't even acting in these movies. They're probably going there. Well, he don't even write a script for her. He just says just react to everybody else.
I mean, if she's like calm and cool and laid back, then maybe she's the greatest actress of all time. I don't know.
So, do you think that Bill Moseley, this series was? I know he was in was it Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm sure that put him on the map somewhat, but I think this put him on the map for sure. Even like
Oh yeah.
because everybody knows him as Chop Top, of course. But as people don't, like I didn't know him as Chop Top until I started kind of following him more after all the Devil's Rejects and all that. And yeah, he's that was an iconic movie as well. Him
Well,
scratching his fucking metal plate
yeah.
with the
Well,
but
dude, even Sid. I mean, he's a very like prolific actor.
oh yeah, he was
For
in the old Batman series.
Yeah, I mean, for a long time he was doing stuff. I just rewatched Bone Tomahawk last night.
Was he in it?
He's in the beginning.
Oh wow, I have yet to see that, and I heard that movie is brutal.
Yeah, dude, it's great.
And then it's not even really considered a horror movie, but it still gets talked as like it is a horror movie.
Yeah, it's
Would it be more of a thriller? Would it have that feel?
not. I mean, it's a western.
It's just a straight western, just with a lot of horror
It
aspect.
it it plays like a straight up western until you get into the last part of it when you really find out kind of what they're up against, and it's a lot like the 13th Warrior, right? That Banderas movie where he is Arabic. He teams up with the Vikings. It's just kind of like this adventure movie, and then you find out like towards the end like what's going on. Then it gets kind of like, well, that's creepy.
Yeah, because I know in there a bunch like some brutal scalpings in it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a dude hung upside down, legs spread, chopped in half with a piece of jawbone. You don't get a whole lot more brutal than that.
Damn, Patrick Wilson was in this.
Yep,
Oh
he's in it.
no, no,
Kurt Russell.
I was thinking Patrick Wilson is the guy that played what's the dude from Star Trek?
Oh, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
for some reason thought that. I was like, holy
No,
shit,
Patrick
David.
Wilson's the Conjuring dude.
Yeah, David Arquette was in it. There's Sid Haig.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's in the scene with Sid. Like it's them in the beginning.
see, I ain't seeing no one else I know of, but of course, you got the
Well,
man
Matthew
Kurt.
Fox. Matthew
Yeah.
Fox is in it from Lost, and like his role is actually pretty cool in it.
So, okay, I don't know why I was thinking this was a Quentin Tarantino movie. Does it have a feel of that at all?
I, there's definitely some parts. I mean, dude, it's a gruesome movie.
Let's see. Okay, so the same guy that made that made Brawl of Cell Block 99. Did you ever see that
I
with
did. I watched
Vince
it
Vaughn?
not too long ago. Yeah.
I really like him in a serious role.
Hmm.
He does pretty damn good in a serious role.
Yeah.
One person that don't do good in a serious role, fucking Chris Rock. God damn fucking shit. All
you
right, y'all.
know,
If you haven't seen Spiral yet, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna well, not really ruin. I'm just gonna shit on Chris Rock's acting.
just just go read my review.
Yeah, yeah, it's on tnhorror.com. Um, this dude, man, when he's trying to be serious and all like tough, I guess, or maybe what is it? He finds out it was like, oh, was it partner or a friend dies, and he's walking down the hallway, and he's just like this,
Yeah, he squints. Whenever he gets serious, he squints.
and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? I'm like, man, you've been acting for fucking years, and you have not picked up on how to fucking act in a straight movie and not just, I did like some of the comic relief in it that they did put in there, and the one I do got to praise, of course, is the man, the legend, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
He
He
always
was
is.
very Samuel L. in it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the only I think I told you this, but the only reason they made this movie is because Chris Rock wanted to be in a Saw movie.
Well, I know that like there was a lot of talk about him like rebooting it or something. I mean, he was executive producer on it,
Mm-hmm.
and like I talk about in the review, I mean that like caught my attention. I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then once they say Samuel L. Jackson's going to be in it, then you're like, holy shit, this is about to be amazing, right?
Yeah,
Like, what are they about to do to the Saw franchise? And then they're like, yeah, we're just going to make like another Saw movie. Like, it's not
you know,
even.
like kind of get on the first kill, the where the dude stuck in it with his tongue. Man,
Yeah.
I guess you can always speculate what you would do, but I think I think I just sit there and I don't know. They might be pretty tight, but I would be trying to unscrew it, or just like, if I want to live, I think I can live without a tongue. What would it? I want to see someone redo like just scenes from movies because it would be short films and it could be easily over with in no time. Just as
Just
soon
make
as you're
one
on there,
Saw film where everyone like gets out of the traps.
yeah. But yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like maybe 10 minutes. You see the beginning of the movie, and then up to that, and he sees what he's got to do. He's like, "Got it, whoop!" And
Yeah, no
I
problem.
bet that motherfucker's gonna be sitting there like, "The fucker." He just
And
walks
then
out with fucking tongue
and then at
gone.
the
But
end, they're all sitting around like deformed, like years later, like sharing stories and coffee, and they got some baked goods out.
you got that one guy. He can't do nothing because he's missing all his fingers.
Yeah, yeah. Tobin Bell comes in. He's like, "Really, guys? Really?
God, y'all
Not one
just
of you?"
y'all just didn't give a fuck. It was like, fuck that. We wanted to live. Now we got motherfucker, and we all on disability.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, thanks.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
I'm on disability, motherfucker. I ain't gotta work. This
I'll
motherfucker
lose a
over here
foot.
like this.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't.
The dude had to carve his eye out to get the key, to unlock himself. Like, just plop it right out.
Pop it out and like I couldn't see out of it anyways.
Yeah, well, yeah, dude. How you gonna like if someone wedged a key behind your eye? They probably did enough damage that eye is fucked anyway, right?
Or but like jokes on you, I got glaucoma in that eye.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you might as well just pop it out.
Oh man, I wish I had money just to make stupid shit like that. And if you had a bunch of money, you could make it look just like the scene, and
Oh
actually
yeah,
hire the same actor that was in it, and do it just like how we're talking. Like just
yeah,
everybody. I bet it would get fucking tons of views.
dude. It'd be the best Saw movie there is. Like everybody would love it.
It's like the Saw you really wanted to see.
I'm not.
And
I'm
then
not going to be there when you reenact the dirty needle scene though, because that's to me that is the most like heinous thing in any Saw movie is when she falls into that pit of all the dirty syringes and has got to like go through and look for the key and she's got them like sticking in her arm and
yeah. So in that one part where you see like they kind of do a little homage to the I think the first one where you have the hacksaw right beside him,
yeah,
and they was playing like he was gonna about to cut his arm off or something, and then he just looks over and says, "Oh, okay," and he just pulls the key
yeah.
to him, and I was like, "Man, that's pretty cool that they actually kind of threw it back." But man, all right, we'll get off that.
We got to talk about some good sequel reboots coming up though, because did you watch the Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer that just
Yes.
released? Dude,
Oh, dude, the ending of that trailer, when you hear
dude,
Dan Aykroyd's voice, I'm like, oh, that was like orgasm to my ears. That's an
the
eargasm.
it looks so good, man. Like that's the Ghostbusters sequel we always wanted. Like I don't care about them handing it off to like a younger generation. I like that Ben Wolfhard, the kid from Stranger Things and
Yeah.
it. I like him. Um, I like Paul Rudd.
Oh yeah, Paul Rudd is fucking amazing, funny. It
Yeah.
just
Did you catch all the like little hints at stuff though? Like the terror dog and Gozer. There's like a statue of Gozer that they
yeah.
kind of flash real quick. Like, dude, it's gonna be dope.
When does it come out?
November, right?
I look. I guess I could easily look it up. Huh? I need a Jamie for my podcast, like Joe Rogan has. I
For
guess
real.
I gotta build it up first, and then it'll be my full time job or something.
Yeah, man. I'm super. I mean, me and my son, we're both huge Ghostbuster fans. We've been excited about
So
this for a while, but
it says expected November 11th.
oh
So
well.
they must know something because I
Well,
know.
it's already been pushed back a couple times, I think.
Damn it, they better not. If they think that shit's gonna shut down again. God forbid that happen, or whatever. But go ahead, put this bitch out. Get it out before they actually. We're gonna shut down on this date, and they go ahead and put it out this date.
Right.
Let us watch this motherfucker in theaters. Damn it.
Right. Yeah, I need it in IMAX.
Oh man.
What
Hey
about
man,
what about the new Chucky?
series?
Yeah, what'd you think about that trailer?
I have not watched that trailer yet.
Dude, it looks
Is
great.
is it actually the regular Chucky doll and not the fucking remake Chucky? And I think
So
old Dorf is playing the voice again, ain't he?
yeah, so
Fuck
I
yeah.
didn't hate the remake. I actually liked the remake, which I'm shocked to be saying, but it was actually pretty good. But it's OG Chucky. Totally has like the original Child's Play vibes. Like it looks like they knocked it out of the park.
So what channel is it coming on or service? You want to
Yeah,
say?
that's some kind of exclusive to somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something I don't have.
Oh, I'm sure you don't have it, but if not, maybe somebody you know will have it. And hey, let me get that password, yo.
It's going to be on Sci-Fi and the USA Network starting October 12th.
Fuck. USA Network.
I didn't even know that was still a thing.
Yeah, they Monday Night Raw comes on that. Which I don't watch it because Monday Night Raw is fucking garbage. Um, so it's not. Well, I guess they can get away with blood because Chucky never really had nothing typical in horror, just maybe blood and scariness. So I guess they can be because hell, like if you remember on FX, man, it had Nip Tuck on there, and they was pretty much showing fucking softcore porn on it. So they could probably get away with some bloody scenes and stuff.
I feel like they've lightened up a little bit on. I mean, I've definitely seen some stuff on network TV. I think we
Now,
can probably thank Family Guy. Family Guy has gotten away with enough stuff and not had Fox completely sued to the ground and shut down that maybe everyone realized they can push it a little bit.
yeah, I'll check that trailer out as soon as I get off here.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
I
good,
haven't
man.
even. What else is coming out? Well, Halloween Kills. Did you see the trailer that pretty much showed everything for it?
It didn't do anything to
Speaking of Halloween Kills, well, not speaking, but what was you saying about the Friday the 13th?
the lawsuit, the big lawsuit that was going on. I guess between I don't even remember the details. I'm not even going to sit here and act like I know the details of it, but I know there was a big lawsuit that was preventing anything moving forward with the franchise. And I saw a couple days ago that apparently that's been resolved. And I saw that because Corey Feldman, of all people, wants to reboot it, I guess, with a Tommy Jarvis versus Jason movie.
Is he gonna sing in the movie?
We can only hope.
So has his was it Angels? Is
The
that what he?
Angels. Yeah, that was
I actually reached.
amazing.
I reached out to him to try to get him on the podcast. Of course, nothing ever happened. Dude, I
No,
don't. I don't know if I would want to. I'm afraid how weird he would be. Cause
yeah,
like, especially after he brought out that whole documentary about him getting molested or whatever.
he didn't do a great job of exposing the Hollywood pedophile ring.
He didn't say no names, did he?
I think. I mean, I don't think he named any that we didn't already know. You know.
But didn't he say something about Charlie Sheen did something to
Oh,
him?
that yeah. Charlie Sheen had raped him, and which I mean, I don't think I would be surprised. Uh,
You think he was on some of that tiger's blood?
oh man, I was thinking about that whole moment not too long ago. Like, what a moment that was when Charlie Sheen like really flipped his shit.
Yeah.
I had a Tiger Blood T-shirt. Like, I was into that meltdown. I was like watching it. Like,
Fucking dude. Oh man, fucking. beating up prostitutes, snorting
Dude,
cocaine.
winning, winning. Remember that?
I still use that all the time. I'll say that
Yeah,
shit all the time. Winning. That was.
yeah.
I never knew someone's meltdown could be so entertaining.
That was there's probably some meth or something involved with that.
Definitely some cocaine.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I think he was snorting cocaine off strippers' asses, right?
Well, I mean,
I
if
guess if
if
you're,
Hunter Biden can do it, why not Charlie Sheen, right?
yeah, why was that such a big deal? Just let Hunter Biden snort cocaine off of women. Let's
I
let's
mean,
let's let old Sleepy Joe. Maybe he'll wake the fuck up.
oh man, I'm not even
Oh no,
I'm not even getting into this rabbit hole.
oh no, I'm not gonna go no further. But man, I just the whole thing of him tripping up steps. I can't
Yeah.
say much about that because got a funny tale. So we just get to Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Festival. This was about 3 years ago, maybe. So I go down and talk to Ben Dixon, the guy that runs it, and I'm coming back up the steps to let Johnny know where we need to go and everything. And I'm running up the steps, and I fucking trip up the step. I did a Joe Biden before Joe Biden did it, which I'm
Yeah.
sure there's plenty of people that tripped up the steps. But I'm like, oh shit, catch myself, and then I heard someone say, I saw that, and I was like, this motherfucker laughing at me. I look up and guess who it was saying this to me?
Who's that?
D. Wallace.
Nice.
D. Wallace witnessed me tripping up some steps. I was like, man, that's pretty good story to tell. Hey, going
Yeah.
back to which unfortunately I hit spacebar and stopped recording. You didn't hear this, but we was talking about Kane Hodder, and I guess we said something about Kane. Would he do another Friday the 13th movie? Um, oh, I done lost train of thought there. Where was I
Yeah,
going with
well,
that?
because I had asked him years and
Yeah,
years ago, and at that time he said without a doubt he would love to, but I guess I wonder now, because he's moved on to so many other things. Um, I mean, he still seems to embrace that role though, whereas like I was starting to tell you, Gunnar Hansen. Um, I had always heard that he hated talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and he would like, because of course, the dude's heard every compliment or comment you can imagine, right?
most definitely.
So someone told me at this convention, they said, talk to him about fishing. I
Oh
said,
no,
okay, because I like fishing, right?
yeah.
So I went up to his table and I said, something like, how's the fishing been lately? And that dude lit up. He was like, well, I actually just did this like salmon fishing trip. And like, dude, he was like, I mean, he just sat there just telling me all about like his recent fishing adventures, and it was like the coolest thing ever to have a conversation like that with Gunnar Hansen. But yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to, you have to really research it if you would want to do an interview with someone and talk about stuff that they normally don't get asked about. Because
Hmm.
we made the mistake of asking Sid all your typical questions, mainly all about Devil's Rejects and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then I heard another show, someone interviewed him and they talked about him on the Batman show and all his stuff from back in the day. And he was just, having a field day with that. But when we
Right.
interviewed him, it was just like your typical interview, just like just going with the flow or whatever, answering the question and not really getting in like you didn't want to be there, which is understandable. It's like you said, it's like beating a dead horse, um, and that was unfortunately we will never get to do that interview again. So, but I'm happy we got to though.
I mean, but it's also hard when you're trying to, meet like the demographic that you're trying to reach out to. Like you're a horror site, so obviously you want to talk about horror projects that a person has coming up or whatever. But yeah, I mean, interviews are always. I always try to make them at least throw in a couple really off the wall questions. The Into the Wells is the Facebook page that I do the metal reviews for, and Eric, the guy that runs it, he recently interviewed Stevie. I'm gonna mess up his last name. Bozier, I think, the
Oh,
lead singer of Inferi.
okay.
And Eric asked me. He said, "What is there any questions you want to ask him?" And I said, "Yeah, ask him." And it was a Pokemon question because I know that he's like really big into Pokemon and Magic and Full Metal Alchemist, all that stuff, right? And his answer, like, is you could just read it in the response that he was like stoked that he got a Pokemon question.
Hell yeah.
So
Speaking of first interviews, one of my first celebrity interviews was in person interview was Adam Green. Dude, I got it on a YouTube channel and it is so fucking awkward. And it was really, I've seen a lot of his movies that then and didn't realize kind of this was him. But I kind of after meeting him, and dude is a super nice guy, man, the nicest guy you'll ever meet.
he just wished you a happy birthday, right?
Man, talk about fucking epic right there. But
Yeah.
even though he didn't get my birthday the right because Johnny sent the wrong date, you know. But anyways, um, that's how he told me about he started talking about his show Holliston, and that's how I found that show, which I have both seasons on Blu-ray signed because I ordered them from his website. But and I
With
guess I
odorous
kind of
Urungus.
yes, and I don't know. They're wanting to try to get a third season with Shutter. So what they're wanting the people to do is to just watch the shit out of Holliston on Shutter, and maybe Shutter will finance the third season of it. But I'm not sure how they will go about doing it since what's his name passed away.
Dave Brocky.
Yeah,
Yep.
Dave Rocky, since he passed away. Um, but what was funny during that interview, you can hear it. But what was weird, we interviewed Caroline Williams. If you don't know who that is, she played Stretch in Part Two, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Um, she said that she couldn't be videoed for some reason, but so I had to set the phone down and just, it was just an audio interview. But yeah, for some reason she couldn't do video interview. Maybe she just didn't want to be. Maybe she felt like she wasn't prettied up or dolled up. If you follow her on Instagram, you see that she don't give a fuck. The woman is what in her 50s, and she's pretty much posting nudes. But anyways, you can actually buy, like if you go to her table, she will sign a picture that she has on the table of her naked.
Well,
But
good
yeah,
for her.
she wouldn't let us do a video interview. But anyways, so when I was filming or we was doing the interview with Adam, um, she starts singing behind me, and she put on which she had clothes on, but she put on a big what's them called, them jackets, the big long ones, trench coat.
Yeah, yeah.
She put that on and she started doing that like she was, flashing people. Kane Hodder is on the other side of Adam screaming at Caroline, "Won't you shut the fuck up? Can't you see they're doing a fucking interview?" And she just kept on singing. And I'm over here trying to keep a straight face and I'm laughing. But, oh man, yeah, it was pretty fucking awesome. But, going back to the birthday thing that Johnny did, he was telling me a week ahead that you're never gonna guess what I got you for your birthday. I never would have guessed. That was
Yeah.
pretty crazy because when it popped up, I could see it was a cameo. And then when it started, I was like, "What the fuck?" Which you
Yeah,
can go back to the episode of that on YouTube and watch my first reaction to this. It's pretty damn awesome. But yeah. So
it was really cool too because I was paying a lot of attention to the background, and he has like that full life size Victor Crowley in the background. Like, I don't know if it was like a studio workspace or whatever, but there was some cool stuff going on in the background behind him.
oh, that's Ariscope, Ariscope or whatever. That's where he records the podcast, and they got a edit suite and all that in there. But apparently, before the pandemic, you can pay like $300 and you can go there and take it, and they'll give you a tour of it
Oh, cool.
or something. But oh yeah, man. How ever since I seen the first Hatchet, dude, I fell in love with that series. That's like one of my all-time favorite horror comedies. Of course,
Yeah,
I don't think anything will top this though.
I'll let you have it.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Man.
I mean, for me, it's always going to be Army of Darkness as far as full blown horror comedy, right? I mean, Evil Dead 2 is there too, but Army of Darkness was just such a funny movie, and just I love that movie.
We can't forget about a horror sex comedy though.
I mean, that's up there, but I can't. I can't look. If I sat here in this podcast and I said Tennessee Gothic was better than Army of Darkness,
Oh well,
Jeff Wedding himself would punch me next time he saw me.
he's probably like, "You fucking liar."
Yeah, exactly. He
But
would
you know
call
what's,
bullshit so fast on that.
this is how we initially met is because Isaac Thorne reviewed the movie for you
Mm,
for you whatever, and I don't we met in person at the Rocky Top Horror Show, which is up there. You can't see it right there. Rocky Top Horror
oh,
Show, which
yep.
Corey Jordan and what the fuck is his name? What's the dude's name? The indie horror old.
Donald
I about to say old guy, Donald Farmer.
Farmer.
But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, they put that on, and it was here in Manchester, Tennessee. It was for let's see, 5 hours, I think.
Yeah, it was
No,
a
it
great
was
time.
November 16th. I think it was. Was it 2019 or
Sounds
2018?
right.
One of them two. But yeah, that's where we actually met y'all in person.
Hmm.
And yeah, and what's cool is if right here the their logo for Tennessee Gothic is quite similar to the logo
Right.
for
For Tennessee Horror. Yep.
the bat wings. So
Yep. I've definitely noticed it.
it's pretty cool how uh, they have that kind of in common. Of course, we're all of us are from Tennessee. So, well, live in Tennessee. You're
Yeah.
not from Tennessee, right?
No, I'm from Indiana.
Okay. So
Hoosier.
that's so is that why are you close to where Mothman happened? Is that why you're big into that, or just is
No, no,
that
no.
pretty?
That was all West Virginia.
Oh, so that's pretty good ways away. See how good
So,
I'm at geography.
but look, you're gonna have me back late September because I'm gonna spend a week in
Yeah, you're
September.
going on a fishing trip, right?
Well, it's part fishing, part trying to get abducted.
By Mothman or by an alien?
Whatever's gonna take us.
Please, if you see something, try to be calm and hold the camera steady.
Look, I know, I know, I know. But look, so last time I had a sighting, right? I thought, boom, I got this, right? Pulled out the phone, got the video. I'm sitting there, and right when it's all over and said and done with, realized I never hit record. So
Okay, so this
it happens.
this it would you would call in the cryptid world as the same as in the hunting world as deer fever or buck fever.
Hmm.
If I would call this, hey, Bigfoot, by the way, um, Bigfoot fever or cryptid fever. You see this and you get your phone out and
Yeah.
you, you see that? Like, motherfucker, calm down, please. You are seeing something that is the hide and seek champion.
Well, we're all going to be wearing GoPros the whole time we're out.
Okay.
We're taking some equipment to try to.
Take a tripod. Set that camera down and hit record and step back. Like, see, it's right there. It's right
Yeah.
there. It's right there.
Look,
No
man,
shaking.
we're gonna try. We're gonna try our hardest to get
I
some.
want you to go out, fork out the money, and rent you a damn red camera, 8K. I want to see hair follicles on this motherfucker.
You want me
Damn
to go ahead and just like get a whole like steady cam system too? Like how am I going to reel in a catfish when I got this huge get up on?
Yeah, that would be funny as hell.
Yeah.
Someone out there with an expensive ass 8K camera, and they're like, see, there he is right there, and you can see hair follicles on that motherfucker.
Look, man, I see some red glowing eyes. I look. I want to sit here and act all tough in the comfort of my living room and tell you that, but out in a boat in the dark, everything's scary.
Yeah, your mind will play tricks on you, of course, and you will be hearing shit that's really not there, or it might be really there. Um, I'm not. I've never been afraid to admit this. I do not fuck around with swimming in lakes or rivers. I will if it's clear and I can see the bottom and it's a sand bottom.
Uh-huh.
Not gonna be swimming in nothing where I'm walking. I'm having to step over logs or rocks because there's stuff that can take your fucking toes off that stay underneath those rocks.
Yeah.
I would like to keep my toes and all my digit.
Well, I'm gonna try not to think about that when I go swimming in the lake tomorrow. But
Well, I don't swim in lakes. Like we will rent a boat, and everybody else will jump out of the boat, and I will sit there in the captain's chair and watch them swim. I'm not. I swear, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. I swear to God, I'll be like Jesus. I'll be walking on water. Something touches me.
so primarily you're afraid of snapping turtles.
Anything in there that has a mouth and teeth.
Dude,
I don't
snapping
want to.
turtles.
Yeah. Oh,
They'll get you.
Oh, take clean off. Be gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like my digits, damn it. I like to have my hands. Some solo nights. You know what I mean.
That took me a minute there.
Yeah, I did. But anyways, like the ocean, I will to a certain. There was one time when I was a kid, I was in the ocean, and me and my dad, he was on a float or something like that. But we was walking, and all of a sudden, I go, whoop. I'm like, all right. I jumped up and got the fuck out there. I'm like, yeah, it wasn't normal. So,
dude, everything in the ocean can kill you, though.
So yeah, I don't know why it is, but I'm more comfortable in the ocean. But a lot of the time, the oceans I swim in, you can see the bottom, and I usually don't go past my waist.
You can just see death coming. Is all you're doing. I think I prefer the out of sight, out of mind.
Because them sharks can swim a lot faster than you can run out that water.
Yeah. So I recently saw where two bull sharks made it all the way to St. Louis.
Did someone get eaten?
I don't think anyone got attacked, but that's a scary enough thought.
This is a good time to end. This is a good way to end this episode. So I recently got a screener. I was listening to Adam Green's podcast, Adam and Joe Lynch's podcast, Movie Crypt, and they had a guy on. I can't remember his name, but I'll tell you his name. But he directed the movie Great White. Have you heard of this movie?
I want to say you sent me something about it, and I think I said it was really good when it was called Jaws.
Yeah.
My response.
Okay, his name was Martin Wilson. He's the guy that directed it. So this is I think it was Australian, maybe. Where's it? Australia. Yeah. So in this interview on the podcast they did, he was saying that they had an actual kind of like Bruce. You know, they had an actual fake shark.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to rewatch the movie because I think I might have been high when I watched it. When I get high, I'm very critical of movies. Like I see more detail than I normally do. Oh God, man, he did mention that there is CGI in the movie because I understand you have to use CGI because I guess you don't have to. They didn't use CGI in fucking Jaws, but and that was a fucking epic movie.
Hmm.
But they used CGI. They used a puppet or whatever you call, I guess a practical shark, and then they use stock footage of like shark videos. Well, one scene, it's one of them planes that has the pontoons on the bottom so they can land in water. All right, well they're sitting there and the fucking shark comes out, kind of like the what was it a plane or a helicopter in Jaws that had the pontoons on it? I think it was a helicopter, wasn't it? In that one where the shark come up and bit it. It did the
Right.
same thing in this, but unfortunately it was not Bruce or a practical shark. Man,
Just ruin it for you.
dude, they just fucking stabbed a fucking needle in my balloon. Just let all the air out of me. When this motherfucker come out and bit onto the side of that pontoon, it looked like something off of a PS3.
You know how ballsy of a filmmaker you have to be to say I'm going to make a great white shark movie, or like, why would you even try it?
If you do try it, you can't have. And you obviously watched this motherfucker before you finalized it and sent it out to be watched by the people. I'm nobody. I watch movies, of course. I've seen Jaws and all that, but I know when I see some shitty CGI. And God fucking damn it, this was the shittiest CGI I've ever seen in my life. And
I
that
mean,
one,
you can get by with it if you're doing like Sharknado or something like,
but this is supposed to be a serious movie.
yeah.
God, oh my God, I wanted so bad to like this movie, and fucking did he fucking just stab me in the side, just like motherfucker, why? You didn't have to do that.
So did it eat the helicopter? Did it like
It was an
something cool?
airplane, but the plane did sink, but. Man, I really wanted to like this movie so much. I'm dreading because I still have to write a review about it, and it's so bad. I don't even. I just want to like, if the people that sent me it get mad because I didn't write a review, I'm probably gonna email back. You probably don't want me to write a review.
Look, you got to keep them honest, man. Like Chris Rock might hate me, but you got to keep them honest.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to get to it tomorrow night. But anyways, I guess that's my opinion. If you want to see this movie, you already heard. Don't expect great CGI. Uh, it's already out. You can find it wherever. Maybe bootleg it. Go on LimeWire and download it if that's still a thing. Or Morpheus. Remember that one?
Is there any of them anymore? There was
Oh
Pirate
no,
Bay was like the last one I thought, but I don't even know if they're still around.
no. The last one I used was LimeWire.
Yeah, that was just cancer for your computer.
Yeah, yeah. But anyways, yeah, seek that out if you want to check that out. Just like the another bad movie, real quick before we go, 47 Meters Down.
Yeah.
I'm a Mandy Moore fan, and I was happy to see her in a shark movie, and that shark movie really, especially the scene where I don't know if I can't remember if it was Mandy or no, I think it was, but they swim out, they see a flashlight, and she swims out to this like it's just like a little piece of rock that's in the middle of the bottom of the ocean, and just so happened one of the guys that was coming to rescue him gets killed, and it's an arm and a flashlight. But she gets out there and gets the flashlight, and then she gets back, and then something like moves around, and she starts spinning in circles. And it's just pitch black all the way around, up, down, left, right. I'm like, there's nothing under you. There's nothing on the sides of you, and you don't know where you're at. You could be upside. I don't know. Could you think you could feel that you're upside down if you're that deep?
I have no idea.
I think
I
you
have
might
no
be
idea
able. I
what
think
that feels like.
when you go swimming, once you swim down to the bottom and just get disoriented a little bit, no,
Not
you
that
might
brave.
drown. Don't do that. If you do that, well, it would kind of tell you where it's at. Just tie a rope to you. But no, never mind. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. But yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, that is true anxiety right there, man. Know that she's just sitting there, and anything could come from underneath. That's how great whites like to attack. Is
Yeah.
underneath you, dude. Okay, this is where I was getting at with this. The second one that come out that was 47 meters down, uncaged or whatever.
Yeah.
Motherfucking garbage ass CGI sharks. Man, I went into that movie wanting to love it. Then Sylvester Stallone's daughter's in it.
Hmm.
But,
Well, look. Before we go, can I end this on a positive note for something cool?
please.
Because it just got announced today. Jeff Wedding just posted it on his Facebook. The movie Dementor, okay, by a guy named Chad Kinkle, starring Katie Gershon, who produced Tennessee Gothic. This movie is amazing. It is getting released on Arrow Video, which is like the most badass,
I actually think I have this Blu-ray. I think we bought it from at Full Moon.
It's gonna come with Chad's first movie, Jugface, too. Did you watch Jugface?
No, I don't think I don't know.
I don't think so. It was pretty cool. Jeff was the director of photography on it, so
okay.
But dude, it's cool, man, and to be getting released on Arrow, of course, is always a big deal. So check it out. It gets the approval, unlike Spiral.
Hey, anyways, got to end it there because I need to go and get ready.
Squint some more. We got to squint for getting serious, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm about to look like in about 10 minutes when I go downstairs. I will send
on, man. Thanks.
I'll send a video to you of me. If I come up with some crazy shit, I'll do a video to you of me high out of my mind on Delta 8 CBD.
I look forward to it, man. Thanks for having me again.
Oh, man. Hell, we can do this all the time if you want, man.
Well, we'll definitely do it when I get back from West Virginia because I got to report in my findings.
Man, I hope you get some fucking good video. I'm going to be
I'll
angry.
Give you the exclusive.
I'm going to be angry if you give me a video and it's Bigfoot.
I'm in a boat, so I'm probably going to drop it in the river, the camera.
Hey, tie something to that damn phone. Get you one of them cases. Get you one of them phone cases that's got a little clip on it, and then tie it to the boat. But then...
Good idea. That is a good idea.
Yeah. Hell yeah. No, you're welcome. And I'm going to be angry at you if you send me a motherfucking video. See the Bigfoot? I'm like, no.
Like zoomed in, like real grainy, like...
Pixelated like crazy. I'm like, no, all I see is nothing. But yeah, hell yeah, man, that was fun. Sorry, I accidentally hit the space bar and killed off, which it was no big deal. I think we just shit on some actors.
Yeah, it's probably for the best, right?
Oh yeah, but yeah. Be sure you could go and you can go buy Tennessee Gothic and check out Dementor at Arrow. And you can get another movie. What'd you call it?
Jugface.
Jugface. There you go.
Yep.
But send me some links if you want me to put any links in this, and I will put them in the description below, y'all. So, hell yeah. Talk to y'all later.
Monsters of demon booth, murder, death, and porno goes. Now Jim Jam has a show. Bigfoot, Sasquatch,